And here it is, Alexia Foodies, my famous baked barbecued baby back pork ribs with Guy Fieri's bourbon brown sugar barbecue sauce. Check it out. Hello, Alexia Foodies. On today's menu, I am going to teach you how to make my scrumptious finger-licking barbecued baby back oven-baked pork ribs featuring my favorite Guy Fieri's bourbon brown sugar barbecue sauce. Now say that 3 times fast. You know, I had the pleasure of meeting Guy a few years back, and let me tell you, he did not disappoint. Check out a couple of these photos we took. It was so exciting meeting Guy, one of my idols. I looked borderline nuts in those pictures. I was so excited. He also gave me this great cookbook and he signed it. And inside he wrote, "Keep cooking, Alexia D." And guess what, Guy? I am still cooking. So let's get to the ribs. So today we're gonna start with 2 racks of baby back pork ribs. They're about 2.5 pounds per rack. I washed them really well and then I patted them dry, really dry, and I laid them out on a double layer of foil on a cookie sheet. So now I'm going to teach you a trick to remove the silver lining on the back of the rib, or they may call it the membrane. It's really easy and you're going to love this trick. So loosen up the membrane a little bit with a sharp knife. The next step, you're going to grab it with some paper towel so you get a great grip and it actually just comes right off. Look at that. Okay, now I'm gonna show you how to make my famous spice rub. So now we're gonna add all the spices into the bowl and mix them really well. We're going with 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 1 tablespoon garlic salt, 1 tablespoon cracked black pepper, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon sea salt, and the spice of it all, the Mexican chili powder, 1 teaspoon, because this stuff is hot. So I've mixed this up really well, and now we're gonna rub both sides of our pork ribs with these great spices. Rub these spices really well onto your pork, this dry rub. I'm going to do both sides. Let's rub these down really well. Get all of that rub incorporated into the pork. Beautiful. So now I've dry rubbed the pork. We're gonna fold up the foil. We're gonna pop it into the refrigerator, let it marinate for about 4 hours, and then we're gonna start baking. So you're gonna fold the ribs real tight in that foil so no steam can be released in the baking process. So the ribs have been marinating for 4 hours in that beautiful dry rub that we put on. Now we're gonna pop them into the oven on 225. We're gonna cook these ribs low and slow for about 2.5 hours. At that time, we're gonna check them out, and that's when we're gonna add the barbecue sauce. So I just removed the ribs from the oven. They have been cooking for 2.5 hours, and they already smell amazing. But now they're gonna get extra special with Guy Fieri's barbecue sauce. I'm gonna show you what to do next. So you're gonna unwrap your ribs. Be very careful, they are very hot. A lot of steam is going to come out. Wow, look how they already look. So let's pour on some of this great barbecue sauce. So I like to spread out the barbecue sauce using the back of a spoon, nothing fancy. Just spread it all around, and let's cover it back up, and then we're gonna bake it for another 45 minutes. So I just removed the ribs from the oven. We are in the final step. What we're gonna do now is add a little bit more barbecue sauce, then we're gonna broil them for about 3 to 5 minutes until they become caramelized, and then we're gonna plate them up. Stick around, Alexia Foodies, it's coming up next. They are done and they are looking absolutely amazing. We're gonna let them rest for 15 minutes and then we're gonna plate them up. Look at these ribs, are they amazing? Look how tender they are. These are gonna melt in your mouth, fall right off the bone. Absolutely amazing. These ribs melt in your mouth. For this recipe and more, visit youhadmeakitchen.com. Like, share, and enjoy.